Check 1, 2. Okay. Things are heating up. It is now December 4th. December 4th is winding down. I'm not sure when exactly the United Nations Plan to Partition Palestine was signed, nor if the prophecy must be fulfilled to the hour, minute, and second, or even to the day. Just that this is a high watch time, and during these last 24 hours, we've had a whirlwind of many things happening. Let's see, in case you're wondering, this is where I get my information from, newsnow.co.uk, and then in there is a subcategory called World News Middle East Israel, and it's just this running tab of headlines from all different newspapers. Okay. There's a report that came out in the last 24 hours that Saudi Arabia had presented a peace plan already. It says Saudi Arabia denies this, and of course they need to deny this because if everybody caught wind that they were saying it's okay, then there would probably be a lot of upheaval. So under the plan, the Palestinians would receive a state of their own. However, the state would consist of non-contiguous parts of the West Bank and Gaza. And I read in another article that those non-contiguous parts would be connected by highways and bridges and tunnels. But even at that, the Palestinians would not have complete sovereignty. In addition, the Palestinians would not get East Jerusalem as their capital. That's the big issue. And there would not be a right of return for Palestinian refugees. The White House has confirmed that these are the main points of the plan, but stressed that the proposal has not been finalized. So nobody has said peace and safety yet, but we are certainly going towards that. It's very bizarre that we see rumors that, there's rumors that all the Arab nations want to side with Israel against Iran and ISIS. And then there's this rumors of this peace plan. But the public face of it is that every leader is against Israel. So there's kind of this two-way deal going. And it could very well end up that the governments say, yes, there's a peace deal and this is the best thing right now, but the people, the Arab people, and the factions and the disenchanted youth, none of them buy into it, and that's what starts this war. It's possible. I don't know how it all plays out, but here we are on the 4th of December, 70 Hebrew years from when this all began. Here's another article. So, this is just a person who says it's very alarming, and they call it a calamitous mistake. So this is an Arab gentleman who's saying that all this would be a calamitous mistake, especially as the title says, recognizing Jerusalem as the capital, which Trump is reported to be going to do here very soon, like in 2 days. What happens between now and 2 days, I don't know, because right now, as this one says, on Tuesday, December 5th at 12 a.m., well, I'm not sure where this is being reported from. I think it's being reported from the other side of the world. So what they're talking about is midnight on the East Coast, which was, I don't know, a few hours ago. So on Tuesday, December 5th at 12 a.m. in some part of the world, the deadline expired for President Trump to sign another 6-month waiver. So he let that waiver pass. This means that the United States is contractually obligated to, how do they word that? Put the embassy in Jerusalem. They don't have to move the embassy, as President Trump is saying, They can just upgrade one of the facilities they already have there and say this is now the embassy. There's different things that they can do. They can actually take the damage, the financial damage too. The law says that if the State Department does not, or if the president does not move the embassy, the State Department loses half their funding. So that's half the funding for all the United States embassies. And then there's people that are going to say this is not legal, you can't do that. This law was passed in 1995. So it by all practical means, it looks like everything is going forward. So he did not sign that waiver. First time in 20 years. 20 years plus, something like that. 22 years, 44 waivers were signed, and then he did not sign it. So, exciting news. And here's a Democrat saying, Democrat warned President Trump against recognizing Jerusalem as Israel's capital on Monday night, calling the expected declaration a horrible tragedy. Well, it is a horrible tragedy for anybody who doesn't know prophecy, doesn't know the Bible, doesn't know Jesus. You know, these people need to get to know Jesus. And they probably had a lot of opportunities to do that. I don't know. And what's this? Oh yeah. Oh, I already did that one. So anyway, I don't know. As late as when we wake up tomorrow morning, what's the time in Israel right now? In Israel, it is 9 in the morning. So if there was going to be any riots, they would probably be starting right now. Let's see, Islamic countries, there's a naked aggression, 72 hours after targeting. Okay, this is missiles, satellites. Okay, it doesn't look like people are getting together to in Jerusalem to protest this. We don't have any angry mobs which could turn into armies. So it looks like people are just saying, it looks like we're one step closer, but not quite there. So on Wednesday, Trump is slated to say something, that's the 6th, to make some declaration about probably Jerusalem. You know, he wants to give something to Israel on their 70th year anniversary. So we could see that happening. And then, if you remember, I'll make another video here real quick. But December 12th is the next day to be looking at.